Hi guys, welcome back. It's me, Mr. Scott again, with some stories for you if you'd like to hear some. Love stories, I love to read. I also love to have people read to me. And this is a great thing to have done. So I'm doing a little work right now. I'm helping out at one of the community colleges here in North Carolina. And our schools are closed, and those of you that are students, and some of my students where I work as the school resource officer, are aware of this, and we're going to get along just fine, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody back at school real soon. But in the meantime, while I'm on a bit of a lunch break, how would you guys like to hear a quick story? This is a really good story. It's about a superhero. A young man who wants to be a superhero and then becomes one. Really, really good thing. All right, you ready? Peter, the super schoolboy. Peter didn't know anyone who liked going to school. For that matter, Peter himself didn't like going to school. He didn't like homework, or sitting in a class all day, or listening to his teachers. He didn't even like lunch, which I don't understand that. The worst thing of all, though, was that Peter wore glasses, just like I do. He was teased and made fun of this for his big glasses because they kept sliding down the end of his nose. Mine do that, too. The other kids would point and laugh and call him names. Sometimes Peter would pretend to be sick just so he could stay home all day. This morning, however, Peter had a big math test. Despite not liking school, Peter actually loved math. But he didn't want to be teased at school and was trying to think of a way he could get out of going today. Now, his mother came into the bedroom that morning and asked him to get ready, but he didn't want to go. "I can't go. The kids will all laugh at me," he said, crossing his arms. "No one will laugh, and if they do, it's because they don't understand you," his mother said. "You will have to teach them. That is what school is for, to help you learn and to grow, and to help you teach others." "But the kids at school are mean. How will they learn to like me?" Peter asked. "Well, you need to just be yourself." Very good advice. Be helpful and good on the inside. Also very good advice. And eventually people will see how super you really are, his mother said. That got Peter to thinking. Superheroes often have hidden identities. What if Peter went to school as a superhero? Then no one would know it was him. They would treat him nicely. And after all, no one would laugh at a superhero wearing glasses. Yeah. He knew this plan had a good chance of working. Now he went to his dresser and pulled out an old costume he had worn once for Halloween. It was a red suit with a black cape. He pulled out his old homework and taped it to the costume. He taped a pencil, a paper, an eraser, and even a piece of chalk onto the red suit. Those were all the tools that he was going to use. The last touch he added was a small little mask underneath his glasses. Now, no one would know it was him, he decided. To them, he would be known as Super Schoolboy. Peter put on the outfit and went downstairs to show his mother. "Wow! Who are you?" she asked when she saw him. His plan must be working, he thought. Even his own mother didn't recognize him. "I am Super Schoolboy," he said, standing tall. Arriving at school, Peter saw the faces of his classmates staring at him. At first he was a little bit nervous, but then he remembered that no one knew who he really was. He walked into class and sat down at a table. The math test he was going to have was scheduled for that period. "Oh no, I hate math," a girl who was sitting next to him said in exasperation. "I just don't understand it." "This is a job for super schoolboy," Peter said boldly, his identity concealed by his mask and superhero outfit. "I can help you understand." He explained to the girl about addition and subtraction and how someone can do math problems sometimes in his or her head. The girl finally began to understand just as the test was being passed out. "Thank you, super schoolboy," she said, smiling. It worked. Peter had gone all morning without anybody teasing him or being called names. And the whole time he was wearing his glasses. He even got to help a student in his class understand math. This was a great day if there ever was one. After the math test, Peter went into the lunchroom and started eating. "Hey, superhero," a voice said. It was a scary-sounding voice indeed. "Huh? What?" Peter tried to sound tough. A bully was walking towards him that had messed with Peter before. Peter watched the bully push another kid to the ground. "Hey," Peter said, and ran towards the boy on the floor. "Are you all right? Don't worry, I will protect you," Peter said, and helped the boy back up. That was very brave of Peter. The bully looked at Peter. His face was angry and red. He clenched his fist tightly and got ready to hit Peter. That is not good. "Stop!" Peter yelled, and put his hand out in front of him. So police do that to stop cars too. "You can't bully us anymore. It doesn't matter if you are bigger or we are smaller, if we are skinny or big, or even if we wear glasses." "You can't hurt us anymore," Peter shouted. When he was dressed in his normal clothes, he was always shy and scared. But this Peter, super schoolboy, was different. He felt strong. He felt confident. That was why he knew he had to stand up to this bully. Looking around the room, the bully looked angry still. But the rest of the students were watching the two of them very, very carefully to see what happened. The young girl that Peter had helped with her math started saying, "Super schoolboy." And then other students started saying it. "Super schoolboy." A few other students joined in more. "Super schoolboy." More and more started chanting the same thing. "Super schoolboy, super schoolboy, super schoolboy." The entire cafeteria was shouting and cheering for him, and Peter smiled. This only made the bully even angrier, though. He pulled up his hands and ripped the mask right off of Peter's face. "No," Peter shouted. "They were going to see who he truly was. This was horrible. This was terrible. So horrible." The entire cafeteria gasped. The cafeteria was silent as they looked at Peter in the super schoolboy costume. No one said anything, and the bully was just about to push him to the ground when something incredible happened. "Peter! Peter! Peter!" the kids started saying. "Peter! Peter!" They yelled it even louder. They were cheering for him. They were cheering for Peter, the super schoolboy. They did not care that he wore glasses or that he really liked math and was good at it. They had learned how his heart was on the inside, and that was all that really mattered. They were cheering for Peter, and the bully finally gave up and walked away. It was a wonderful day, and the rest of the school year was much easier for Peter. Peter made new friends and was the super schoolboy who protected the students and helped them with their math problems. He never had to worry about hiding who he was again. What do you think of that? Bullies can be a big problem. If you do have a bully problem at your school, and we go back, It's very important that you let a teacher or a grown-up know about this, or let your parents know about it when you get home. There's not a problem with asking for help. Just there's always somebody out there that might be able to help you. Not only with bully problems, but as you can see in this story, Peter was helping people out with math. Math can be confusing sometimes when you don't fully understand it. And it doesn't hurt to ask for help. So, did you like that story? Well, I've got some more that we'll have you can listen to a little bit later. But my lunch break is over, so I better get back to walking around and checking on people and making sure everything is good at the campus over here. So until we start back at school, remember, try to be safe, wash your hands, listen to mom and dad, and grandma and grandpa and uncle and aunt and all the grown-ups, because we're all trying to take care of you guys, because we love you very much. Keep good distance between you and the people that you're talking to. Again, wash them hands, very important. And read a book, or talk to a friend on the phone, or talk to mom and dad. I bet they've got some really cool stories that you probably haven't heard of yet. Or better yet, I know. Granddaddies and grandmoms have a whole bunch of stories, and they would just love to tell them to you. Check it out. So until we come back for another story, this is Mr. Scott saying, wash them hands, keep your distance, don't worry, don't be scared. Things are going to be all right, and I'll see you guys back at school.